line is one of the most common commands in AutoCAD. This command is on the Home tab, and you can also type L to enable it on the command line. The line command creates independent lines and connects points input from the keyboard coordinates. You can define a geometry using two types of coordinates, relative and absolute. When working with relative coordinates, you can input a starting point for the line by clicking the mouse, or typing the corresponding values for the X and Y axis. You can sketch freely and draw as you wish. When working with values, first you type the values where the starting point of the drawing will be. For example, enable the line command and type 50 for the X-axis and 50 for the Y-axis. See how the starting point is now displayed on the drawing. Point was defined as the origin for coordinates, which means X equals 0 and Y equals 0. To start from the 0, point, you input these values and then enable the line command. So now you can see the origin point for the drawing is based on its starting point. If you use the @ symbol before values, the coordinate is defined based on the last input point. Take a look at this example. The @ symbol and type 50 for X and 50 for Y. Now let's define 100 for X and 0 for Y. You can sketch geometries at a 90-degree angle by pressing the F8 key to enable the orthogonal function, or by pressing the Ortho Mode button on the status bar. Based on how you define the first point of a line in the workspace, just use the XY coordinates to define the position of the geometry. So when you type a value, the line is sketched based on the input position. However, there are other ways to use this command. You can create lines by clicking the mouse, in numerical values, or capturing geometric points by using Object Snap tools. Take a look at this example. Remember, you always need to create a new layer for each created model. Let's define the name as Line Example. Based on this geometry, you can identify some points for the drawing using the Object Snap tools. These tools are enabled by clicking the Object Snap button on the status bar, which we will study in further detail in the next class. See how after you enable the command line, you will see some reference points at the beginning of the line, and then this makes your line sketching more precise based on this. If you make any mistake when defining a line, use the undo command to return to the previous status. Just right-click and select this object. You have studied an extremely important program command in this class for making two-dimensional drawings. In the next classes, you will study some more AutoCAD tools for sketching other types of geometries.